Hi ladies and gentlemen, Sean Davies, Coloradoreinsman. I'm here again with Mr. Gunsmoke. We're going to try to do another ride today with Gunsmoke. He was a little tweaky today. Old Gunsmoke, he BLM Mustang. He was trained for the 2013 Extreme Mustang Makeover down Fort Worth by a client of mine, Brenda Clardy, and she hurt her back during that time, and I may have explained this in the first video if you saw his first ride. And you know, she hurt her back and she wasn't able to get him ridden, and he, you know, things got a little rushed and he was bucking with the saddle. Well, I've got him basically where he's not bucking with the saddle very often. He just out of the blue one day he'll kind of look at you and go, oh, I'm not in the mood, and he'll want to hump up and down. I'll get him out of it. Today he started off a little tweaky, and you know, I got him out of it. He never did buck with the saddle today, so I've worked him a little bit. So what I'm going to do is just see if, you know, if he's mellow enough for me to go ahead and get up on. Now you saw the first video. I was up and down off this horse. I was filming myself and I'm up and down on him, and he didn't have much in the way of forward motion. Really had to work hard to get forward motion. So today I'm going to work on seeing if I can get back up on him, see if I can get him to move off. I have a young assistant here today that if he does not move off well for me, then I'm going to get her in here. We'll set up the camera on a little tripod or something, and I'll get her in here with a flag and have her help me. But I'm just going to see if I can't get him to let me move off with him a little bit. But first, I've got to get to where, you know, he's back to where I can step up on this saddle. And you know, most of the time he's just standing here. He's not that big of a deal. Now I'm just going to ride him with my lead rope. I want to check my cinch, and I could probably go up one on this. I'm actually out of holes. Calm down, young man. So first thing I'm going to do is just see if I can get him to stand here and see if he'll bend for me. So he's kind of hanging on me right there. Good boy. Because I want to bend his head so I can step up on him. Because if he gets excited and wants to get motivated into a buck or something, if he's got his head straight, it's going to give him a lot more opportunity. You see me wearing this helmet today, you know, because this ground has got a little hard and packed in here, and I don't have my soft spot picked out, so I don't foresee anything bad happening with him. He's pretty mellow right now. That's a good boy. So I'm just going to ask him now if he'll let me get my foot in the stirrup. I'm going to tip his nose my way. Good boy. I'm just going to put my rein and mane there. I'm going to lift up my foot and stop him. He gets a little nervous about you stepping up on him. First I've got to back up and say, can you let me get in position? Good boy. Good boy. You know, I saw a little video on Facebook today, and it was a young man got in a round pen with a horse, pretty much obvious, never been ridden a horse. And he jumped up on that horse, and that horse just took off bucking. The young man, he's got a pretty good seat, and he stayed on that horse. And but you could just see from the way that horse was, she had not been prepared. And everybody on that feed was going, boy, do you know where this young man is? I sure would like to add him to my, you know, to my crew. And oh boy, what a great rider, what a great seat he had. And I looked at it from the point of view that he didn't do any of the work. He just got up, cowboyed that horse bucked all over the place. It broke in half. It did everything that I try not to get these guys to do. So we're still stuck out there in a world where the young bucking cowboy, and I mean bucking, gets the admiration for making a horse buck. And I go, excuse me while Buster crows over there, I go, well, he failed miserably in almost everything I'd want him to do. He failed in preparing that horse. He didn't do the work. And I wanted to put on that feed without, but I knew I would open a can of worms and a bunch of baloney that I wanted to say, well, who wants to get on that horse for the second ride? I'm not training this horse for me. I'm training this horse for a lady with a, injured back down the road. And, you have to think about those things. Are you training horses for cowboys? Are you training the horse for a customer? What are we doing? So I'm asking him just to stand still while I get prepared. And he said, I can do that. I can do that. I'm not that worried. Good boy. I want to take that time, that little bit extra time to work with him and get on him well, not get on him and buck him out. Now this ancient colt starting saddle of mine happens to be one that kind of fits him. It's too small for me, but I got to make do. It sits up on him a little bit too far forward, so I'm not going to ask him to move out too much today till I change saddles. I've got another saddle I can try. But... All right. So let's just see if I can keep him from doing what that mare did on that video this morning. Good boy. Now that wasn't too terrible. Now, I want to bend him and say, give me your head. We're right back to where we were that first ride. And I just want to ask him to bend here, move off my leg, and let's see if he'll just move. Let's see if he'll just move. He's moving his feet. I'm going to say, good boy. Good boy. He says, well, that was easier. Last time he just would spin around on his hind legs. So I'm going to ask him just to walk out. If I get a nice forward motion here, trying to open my circle up a little bit with my inside leg. Come on. See, he's getting stuck again. So now I'm going to have to employ my young helper. But let me see if I can break him free here. Ask him to turn this way. Good boy. See, he just wants to move off. I'm going to turn him. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. So this situation right here with a horse that won't go forward is one of your most difficult situations. So I have to get him going forward. I'm going to sit up. Come on. I'd like him just to go. And he's going, I don't know if I can. So if I get him smacked, if I smack him, he's got to take off and we're going to have a problem. want to smack myself. Let me see if I can open myself up. Good boy. He's kind of going, I don't know. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to set up the camera, and I'm going to get Naomi in here with the flag and just have her push me off each way at a walk, maybe a little trot, and we'll just see how he does and see if he can't overcome this braced up footedness. So stay tuned. So we're going to be, let's see, this is going to be like ride number 6 or so now. Many times I've gotten up and down off this horse before. So Naomi's in here with the flag, and she's going to be real neutral. I'm just going to have her raise that flag up and ask her to help me get him forward. And we're going to change this little horse's life right now. Right now he says I would like to move. I'm saying I would like you to stand still. So get in position. Foot locked in. Now I'm going to turn him this way. Now Naomi's in the middle, so this may change his whole perception as it is. Okay, I want you to just raise that flag. Okay, put a little pressure on him. Okay. I want you to come right here, put a little pressure on him. I'm going to say go that way. Okay, I'm going to bring him around, put pressure on him right there. Flat, flat. Good girl. Okay. So he's moving forward. More in the middle of it right there. Okay. So I have to tilt his nose this way. So he's pretty pokey right now. Don't let him stop. So we've at least got him going forward at a walk. That's breaking free. Good. I'm looking forward, sitting up. Flag. Flag. Good. He's starting to break free. Good boy. Okay. Good boy. This way, so change the flag. I want you to step right over there. And I want you to raise. And good. Now as I get him over here, I want you to flag. Good. Good. Oh, he stepped out nicely there. Now, as long as he's moving and I can get him going, come on. Good. You're breaking free. Good. Good. We got a little trot going. Good. Okay. Now, if anything ever happens, you just stay out of the way. Okay, let's get a little trot for 2 or 3 minutes on this thing. Ready? And good boy. Good boy. That's real nice. Very nice. Okay. I'm going to turn him with the chain instead. Raise the shoulder. This way. Flag, flag, flag. Good. Now he's a lot stickier this way. Try to get a little trot this way. Flag. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And boom. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, change your flag. You're just going to get some walk and trot. Flag. Okay, now I'm going to turn. Flag in the other hand. Flag. Heart and a pump. Good boy. Good boy. And good boy. Good boy. You're just going to stop riding right there. Just sink down in that saddle. Very good boy. You're bending. Good boy. I'm going to bend him this way. Good boy. Good boy. Get off. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's probably not very exciting. But for him, walk and trot, moving out, no explosions. I'm training him for somebody. We don't want to get him crazy. couple times down the road, you don't need any help motivating him forward. He's starting to understand now that he can go forward. So this is Gunsmoke. Stay tuned.